Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November / KH6. Welcome to Maui. It is Aloha Friday. Hello.
It was where I sit all cloudy and blessed with the dream of islands lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my okole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday.
Ask you to please hit that subscribe button. We don't monetize. No commercials. We don't, put anything in our shows that can have some serious additive problems to your day. I just do it for doing something nice, It's Aloha Friday. Welcome to the islands. Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. Welcome. Welcome to a different beach now. We are on Kamaole 1, which is a little bit north of where we were at for the Sunday show. There are three of them. There are Kamaole 1, 2, and 3. Our condo is across the street from 2. So this is Kamaole 3, and Kamaole 1. And I'll show you a few pictures of setting up this morning. Here was actually going out here. Give you an idea of what it was like to come up this morning when it was still dark to get everything all set up. So here you go. Here's what it looked like coming in. I have waited for my whole life for this, living 40 years, to come to Hawaii and work a ham radio. That's Haleakala, highest point here on Maui. It's about 10,300 feet. It's an extinct volcano. Thankfully, it's extinct. Thankfully. Anyway, we're going to play some ham radio this morning. Going to go on the Ohana net at 14.268. There's the car, there's the stuff, and there's the spot. So we'll see if we can get the vertical set up, and we'll also test the directionality, hopefully, of the 2286s together. Come along for the ride. Aloha. All right. Yeah. So, took me a while to get it set up. It's a different set of ground radials to run 20 meters than it was to run 40 yesterday. Completely different set. Comes with the kit, with the 2286, so you can run 20 on up to 6 pretty easily. When you use the 2286 by MFJ, so it's the MFJ 2286 portable vertical. It's a great antenna, it really is. So much versatility. Loading coil, and then you have an adjustable whip at the top. That's really how you adjust your SWR, and it's going to be different wherever you are. Let me show you some photos of getting everything set up this morning so you get an idea here of how it all looks and just kind of how everything is all working out here, okay? First of all, a photo of where our operating position is, all right? That's looking back kind of if you were to look at me at the face right now, this is what you'd see. You'd see me working at this table, and that is the West Maui Mountains in the background. So that is the MFJ 2286. And the gear all set up there on the picnic table. So that's my operating position. The SWR for this antenna, the best I could bring it this morning was just a little under 2. So 1.98 was the lowest I could pull out for SWR on the rig analyzer this morning. And that's at 14.268. Now I will tell you this, if you buy the MFJ 2286, they're really affordable. I mean, this thing doesn't cost a ton of money, and you can run up to a kilowatt with this thing. No joke. It basically, you have to kind of finesse it. You've got a loading coil at the bottom where you clip it with an alligator clip, and then the whip will extend to 17 feet, but you don't necessarily have to use all 17. You adjust it up and down to adjust your SWR. I found at the very top, I was running about 6-to-1. So I had to bring down the whip to be able to bring it to an acceptable SWR level. So that's really how it worked for me this morning. So we're about 1.98, figure 2-to-1. So let's take a look at the rig. I'd like to be able to show you live a feed from it, but every time I tried to do that, it was crashing my computer. It's part of the reason why we're late this morning. So that's kind of the way it worked out. So let's catch up with your comments quickly before we start, and we'll see what calls today. Johan in Spain. Hey man, it's good to see you, Johan. Aloha from Hawaii. Nice to see you, buddy. My SWL pal. Good to see you, my friend. He is Echo Alpha 4 3014/ SWL. Good to see you. Thor in Minnesota. Welcome, man. It's great to see you too. Thanks for coming, buddy. Thank you very much. Eric, Kilo 3 Echo Lima Golf. Man, it's great to see you. Oh, man. Yeah, doing better for sure. Aloha, John. Thank you so much. And Frank, very much good morning to you as well. 564, good morning. That is Kilo 6 Sierra Union Delta. Thank you so much. Frank, good morning. Yeah, man. Jeez, I've been awake, no joke, since 12:30. I couldn't sleep. Just, I think it's the bed. It's just a little too hard. It just doesn't work too good. So it's okay. Hey, we're here. We're in Hawaii. It could be worse, right? And Tom from Bahrain. Man, what a joy. Hey, Tom, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. All right, let's get to the rig. Let's see what we can do. And this is actually the Ohana net. I'm not sure we're going to pick up anything here. I've been monitoring here, but I haven't seen much. Now, we're using a different rig. We're now on the Yaesu FTDX 10. So let's see how it works with the MFJ 2286. Just try to tune in. It's almost like it's off frequency, 268. Let's see. All right, we got some folks out there. Let's see what we can come up with. Again, this was an invite from yesterday's show, and I want to thank Richard for that from the Big Island, who came on to invite us to this net. So we're grateful to be here. Let's see if we can say hello to some folks. And there's a lot of interference, folks. I mean, we've got a lot of QR Nancy here. It's just the way things are. The ground radials are set. Everything's good. It's just that there's a lot of noise. Let me just kind of see if I can make things a little quieter for us. Hang on.
Okay, you'll be listening for a little bit. So, yeah, Jerry, thanks for coming on. Good to hear you. So, aloha. So, what you do is X-ray, back to net.
So we'll wait our turn. We'll see when we get a break if we can make a quick call. Of course, we have somebody close on frequency, you can hear them. I'll try and filter them out if I can. You're going to have to bear with me because there's going to be a lot of finesse with the radio here today. Now this is called the Ohana net. So you folks, some folks that are that are maybe in the mainland don't know about this net. It starts at 6:30 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. So it's going to be 8:30 a.m. Pacific, and then so forth as you go east. It's called the Ohana net. Now, from what I understand from Richard yesterday, Kilo Hotel 6 PGA. Remember? All right. So according to Richard yesterday, net control is actually on the mainland, which is interesting. It used to be run out of the Big Island, but there's been some issues with the net control operator letting it work, right? So let's go back to the rig. We'll see if we can make a quick hello and see if we can say hi to some folks. Morning, Paul. Hey, thanks for the email, man. That was really nice. Thank you for the restaurant, man. I love that. We'll try and see if we can do it. That's a great. I love getting restaurant stuff. So that's good, Paul. Thank you very much. Aloha! Wow! Echo, look at that. That's Oscar. That's just so cool. Oscar Echo 5, Lima Golf Juliet. Thank you so much for coming. What a treat. That's really an honor. Thank you. And Frank, my call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Nice to see you and great to have you here. Russ from the UK, it's great to see you. It's a beautiful morning. Bahamas Dolphin, yes sir. Juliet Foxtrot 2, Lima Echo X-Ray, good morning. Aloha Friday to you. Nikolai in Romania, Aloha Friday to you, my friend. That's special here in the islands. Aloha Friday is a very special time. So trying to get the glare off the screen so you can see it a little better. And Alan, good to see you from West Virginia. We were going to be going home early, and thankfully the doc came through at the right time. Let's see if we can maybe get a quick hello to these folks and hopefully get on the net. We shouldn't need the tuner here. We're under 3 to 1, so hopefully we should be able to make a quick call. The question is, can we be heard? That's actually the question. Can they hear us? Kilo 7 Hotel November / KH6. Try and notch out the noise. Okay, he's over here, so we'll notch him out. There we go. So we've notched out the offending carrier that's over there a little bit up, and hopefully we can say hello. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a hard time with this because I can just hear it. It's just very difficult here to hear net control. I mean, they're very difficult. We're going to move. Hold on.
I got some bleed over from 270. It's killing me here, but I did hear you that second time. I wasn't sure what you said the first time, but anyway, we got a nice day here. It's not quite 70 yet. It's right at 67, and so it's going to be a nice day. I was working yesterday on the big antenna that's going to go up on the tower, and I was actually working on the tower too, trying to get that top 3-foot section in there, and it just turns out it's just barely missing in it. I fought it for about 2 hours yesterday, and so today I'm going to take me a come along up there and just try to squeeze those 3 prongs in it's just barely missing. It just makes you mad when you just, just enough to where I couldn't get it to go in. And it's a little shaky when you're up on that tower, and I don't like climbing up there because I know I don't have all the concrete I need in there yet, but it is still strong enough for me to go up it. But, well, I tell you though, it's something else. Anyway, I'm hearing a lot of stations out there. Of course, Hawaii is coming in strong. Dave's coming in strong. And I did earlier Georgia was coming in real strong also. So it's just kind of one of those types of days. I don't know how much you're actually hearing there, Gene. I'm pushing all I can out of this auxiliary station. Anyway, I'll get back on the side, and thanks for picking me up.
K7HN stroke KH6 remote.
Roger on the remote. You're just fine there. You're good as three.
Sorry about the glare on the screen, guys. Tried to get a direct feed into it, just kept crashing the computer, so it's about as good as I can get you. We are running battery power, so we're running straight off of the Bioenno.
Okay, Marvin, 7-3 for you there. And be careful down there. WV7DBJ, 7-3 Aloha. Yeah, Aloha, Dean. And you are off the back, and I know it works good because I hit down in New Zealand good with it. So this team really works. Anyway, top of the day.
We were heard, but it's a matter of, are we going to get in there? Kilo 7 Hotel November / KH6 remote. Trying to bring the DNR in and out just to see if we can be heard, but it's hard to hear net control from here, that is for sure. Hey, K4NYX is in the house. Welcome. Very nice, very nice. Ed is here. Welcome, Kilo Oscar 4, Lima, Quebec. I'm sorry, Lima, Kilo, Kilo. Hi, Ed. Good to see you, and Aloha Friday. Now for new hams or younger hams, all right, many nets do exactly what you're hearing here, all right? You're hearing weather reports, all right? And that's common. A lot of nets will tell you like local weather, and that's handy in case there's a disaster of some sort. Maybe there's a storm coming in, maybe there's some sort of a, some sort of a natural issue that's happening that could cause problems. So hams will do that, and if there's ever trouble, right, it's a great way to get out, because ham radio can be sometimes the only way out of a area that's very, very badly damaged due to weather. So let's get back to the net. We'll listen to it again. This is the Ohana net on 20 meters. This is the Yaesu FTDX 10. It's running off of the Bioenno. Sorry, just listening. Sorry, it's running off the Bioenno BLF 1220A battery, and we're using the MFJ 2286 portable vertical antenna. We'll run up to 1 kilowatt. We're at 100 watts here, and we're right about 2 to 1 SWR. Tell you what, we're going to try for like 3 or 4 more minutes, and from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to make our own smoke. We'll just run our own signal and just try and make a CQ call or 3. Tell you what, we're going to move, guys, because they're just not hearing us. And I know I can make some calls, okay? Yeah, those are birdies in the van, Jim. That's funny. Listen, this is great. This is morning in the islands. Listen to this. Isn't this beautiful? This is every morning. You just wake up to this cacophony of sound. It's just beautiful. So yeah, Jim, those are real birdies. All right, I'm going to move, guys, because honestly, let's even make a few calls to say hello to some folks. All right. Is this frequency available? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Again, not running a tuner here because we are pretty resonant. We're 2 to 1. That's not too shabby. So if we pop it up, maybe a little bit more out of there and a little less warming of the air around the coax, so to speak. Let's see how we do. Ah, and there we go. We got some on frequency too. Even worse. Sorry about that. K7HN. Sorry about tuning on you there. Listening for an opening here. Okay, on my end, 14,288 sounds good. So I'm gonna make a quick little note here and see if we can maybe make some calls to say hello to some folks around the country. All right, so we are at 14,288 on 20. I'll try and get you a better picture. It's tough with the sun's angle, but let me go over this way. There's gonna be less glare, hopefully. My goodness, this is pretty brutal. Let me see if I got a solution to that. Hang on. Solution, maybe there. No, not really. Hang on, yeah we do. Hold on, we got a solution to this. We can fix this. Just a second, folks. Hang on. Before we make call, here, let me do this. This will be simple. I think we can fix this. Oh, see, there's the instructions. There you go. How about that? That worked. That worked. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November /KH6. Ah, what the underside of a power supply box can do. This is too funny. All right. Try and get as little glare on the screen as I can get for you. There's only so much I can do out here, though, so bear with me, okay? This is called winging it. All right. CQ20, live from the islands of Hawaii. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November stroke KH6. Kilo 7 Hotel November stroke KH6 calling CQ. CQ20, live on ham radio, live on YouTube, and streaming to the world. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6, live from Maui, calling CQ and listening. I will try it again. Hold on a second. I have a Kilo November 4 again. Okay, hold on a second. I got a couple of people here, all right? Let's start with the KN6, I believe it is. Kilo November 6, come back. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. There is a station ending in India Ocean Papa. Come back, please. Okay, next station is Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ20, live from Maui, Hawaii, working remote. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6 calling CQ and listening. CQ20, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ20, portable from Maui, Hawaii. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6 calling CQ. CQ20 meters. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6 calling CQ on 20 meters and listening.
K7HN, K7HN. This is KN6 IOP, do you copy?
KN6 IOP, yes, copy you well. 5656 here into Kihei, Maui. Over. Doing great, doing very good. The sun's coming up. It's getting already toasty warm here, but hey, I can't complain. How are things there for you in California? I think we're looking for a high today of about 85, so it should be pretty nice. A little bit of humidity today, though, so it won't be too bad. But hey, we're grateful. When the sun comes up and the birds are singing, it's not a bad day. So we're grateful for that. Great copy on you out here. A great signal as well. Again, you got a great 5.6, probably 5.7. You're peaking at 5.7 from Northern California here into Maui. So great signal. You're making out in the ocean today. Good work. All right, KN6 IOP. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6. I'll wait for your final 73 and aloha from Maui. Okay. QSL will do. Goodbye and aloha. Next up, Kilo 7 Hotel November. We're QRZ. Kilo 7 Hotel November QRZ. Well, we're making it to the West Coast. Definitely making it to the West Coast. Let's see if anyone else is out there. We're at 14.288. 14.288. It does look like a Zoom background, doesn't it? It's the best I can do. Frank, man, we're here. They're hearing us up the coast in Northern California, right there out of San Francisco. So I don't know what's going on there. Let's see if we can get another call in. CQ20, CQ20, this is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, stroke KH6, live from Maui on Ham Radio Live, calling CQ, CQ20, CQ20 meters, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 20 meters and listening. If you guys could see how I'm trying to MacGyver this thing, it's literally underneath the, this is underneath an upside down power supply box, so there's no glare on the screen for you because the actual rig interface that's supposed to go right from the back didn't work. It kept on crashing the computer. Imagine that. CQ20, CQ20, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6 calling CQ. CQ20 meters from the island of Maui, remote, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6, Kilo 7 Hotel November stroke KH6, calling CQ, live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube, and listening. Hey Steve, good to see you, man. Welcome. We'll go one more call. CQ20, CQ20, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6, calling CQ. CQ20 meters, CQ20, from Kihei, Maui, remote, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6, calling CQ, live on Ham Radio, live on YouTube, and listening. All right, there we go, we're good. We got one, right? I got a call in Northern California. That's good. I'll take it. You know, we'll take it. We'll take a call to Northern California. That's about 2,500 miles away. That's good. We'll take that. So that's the first time I've used this antenna on 20 meters, and it tuned right about 2 to 1. That's with the supplied counterpoises that come from MFJ. So if you buy the 2286, understand it's going to come with some good counterpoise radials, so your good ground radials. There are going to be 4 of them. They will work 20 meters up. So you're going to go 20, 17, 15, 12, 10, 6. Okay, that's what you're going to get out of it. If you want to work 40, which it will work, okay, you're just going to need to make your own ground radials. Okay, you're going to need to make them to the frequency you want to use. If you're in the US, that's going to translate to, again, 234 divided by the frequency band you want to work, and then you cut it to that length in feet and inches. Okay, so for example, on mine, I've cut it for 7.2 megahertz, which puts me at 32.5 feet in length. There's 4 of them at that length. We'll use a second MFJ 2286 today to see if we can run it directionally and see what kind of directionality we can get out of it, but that'll only be on 40 meters. I don't have 20 meter ground radials cut, and it makes a big difference, I've noticed, on this antenna. So if you are looking for this antenna, understand there's a couple of things you need to know. First of all, on the tuning coil, it's got a loading coil. You'll need to alligator clip that with a antenna analyzer. Make sure you check it. Make sure your SWR is good. That's number 1. Number 2, if you're going to be using 20 meters up to 6, you're fine. You've got a good set of ground radials that'll work just fine with it. Nothing to worry about. If you want to work 40 meters, you're going to have to cut your own, okay? The ground radials I supply simply will not tune 40 meters. I was unable to do it, so I would really highly recommend just cutting your own ground radials. Make 4 of them, simple to find, use any wire you want, and just drag them on the ground. You're good to go, all right? So you should be able to make it work and get yourself going. I want to make sure this guy doesn't trip on the antenna. Hang on. And he's out of there. Good. Okay, didn't want him to hurt himself. Okay, so just cut your own ground radials and you should be fine. Okay, 40 meters again is, it works great on this antenna. It's going to take all the height on the whip and 32 plus feet of ground radials. Okay, let me show you from here what this looks like so you get an idea of what we're doing this morning, because it is a beautiful setting. This is one of those storybook settings. If you've ever wanted to work remote in ham radio, this is kind of one of those times, all right? Let me show you on this camera here, my trusty little Logitech. I love this little guy. He's been a good little camera. So here's the angle of what it looks like. There's the radio, a little wet this morning. They had the sprinklers going, so the table was wet, so I made sure that everything would be dry. The rig is here, of course. Here's the Bioenno battery that's powering the rig. Notice what's missing. You see what's missing? There's no power supply. You see, you don't use the power supply when you're running from the battery because it's going to give a steady 13.8 volts. Now, I'm paying attention, of course, to the power meter here, which is telling me what it has in the tank, basically. So right now we're running 2.5 amps. In fact, let me show you. Let me pull you over the rig cam. I should say the handy cam now, I guess. We'll just rename it. So again, solar on the FTDX 10. Here's what we're running right now, just to give you a good idea. Okay, this is just on receive, okay? 2.5 amps, 13 volts, and you can kind of see what we're doing here on watts. But watch what happens when we transmit. We're just gonna, let me listen real quick, make sure we're not stepping on anybody. I'm gonna hit transmit. I'm hearing somebody, hang on. All right, so I'm at 14,286. Let's take a look and see what this pulls once we hit the transmit key on the Bioenno, okay? This is on the Yaesu FTDX 10. Is this frequency available? This is kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6. See that? That gives you a good idea of how much amperage the radio will pull once you're transmitting. Keep in mind, I'm also transmitting at 100 watts. So that's a good idea. Let me show you one more time so we get an idea of the amperage and the watts that go out of the radio once you hit the transmit. Again, when it's just receiving, only 2.5 amps. Not bad, right? Now when you transmit, something different. Is this frequency available? This is kilowatt 7 Hotel November stroke KH6. So right about 13 amps, okay? That's where it kind of peaks and it goes from there. So gives you a good idea of exactly what, what you're gonna do if you want to use this remote, right? So what's missing? No power supply. You just run it right off the battery. And what's nice about it is if the battery's fully charged, you can use it for hours. You really can. And then once you're done with it, just let it sit in the sun. Use the PowerWorks 160 watt solar panels. They just unfold. Then use the PowerWorks MPPT, I think it's a 1220 14.6. Don't hold me to that, but take a look. I did a video on it a few days ago. But take a look at it. Let it charge for 2 to 8 hours in the sun, and you're going to be good for 8 or 9 hours or so with this. It's a really good battery, so you'll do quite well. So let me show you kind of a little bit of the setups. This is what we've got. Here's the radio. There is the Bioenno. Here's the here's us, and there's the box that helped us get glare off the screen, and there's the MFJ 2286. And right there is the Pacific Ocean and the island of Kahualave. There you go. All right, so that's us this morning. All right, we'll come back here, let's see, about 55 minutes. We're gonna come back with the Aloha net. I wanted to do it yesterday, and I've tried all week to do this. And I figured, man, I'm already here, right? Let's do it. We got a couple of invites to come join them. So we're gonna come back at 9 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time, which is about 55 minutes away. We'll do a second show with the Aloha net so you can meet the great folks out here. Now, my hope is we're going to be on 40 meters, not on 60, but we'll figure it out. If they go to 60, we'll move to 60. But I'd love for you to meet some of those folks because there are some wonderfully kind Hawaiian people here, really nice people. So we'll see if we can step in to say hello real quick to those folks and have a nice time on the Aloha net to meet the folks there. It's our last morning to work that. Be kind of fun. So, all right. Hello to Steve in UK. Hello, Bill in Denver. Sorry you couldn't hear me, my friend. You know, it's a long ways away on 20, but as the day kind of progresses here, it'll go longer. That's kind of the way it works. It'll be all right. Norm, nice to see you. Thank you for being here all the way from the state of Massachusetts. You know that. And yes, we did. We did it. Yes, we did. That's my pop. That's my father-in-law. That's Kilo November 6, India Ocean Papa. He had wanted so much to make a call all the way out here to the islands and see if we could make a call. And I'm really glad. You know, if I was able to make one call to the mainland, I'm really glad it was to him. That's pretty sweet. All right, folks, we'll be back. It's Aloha Friday. 2 shows. We'll come back here in about 50 minutes or so with the Aloha Net on 40. And then hopefully tonight, my plan is to come back at 6 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time. Translate that into the U.S. and the rest of the world, if you would, because it's just too mathematical to do right now. But 6 p.m. Hawaii Standard for CQ calling, powered by MFJ. MFJ is everything you need from A to Z, from antenna tuners to analyzers, amplifiers, to chokes. Yeah, choke away that noise. Find them at mfjenterprises.com. Okay? All right. Aloha Friday. We'll see you in about 50 minutes here on the channel. Until then, God bless you. Happy Aloha Friday, everybody. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November Stroke KH6. Aloha from Hawaii.